My name is Cypher Morrison, and this is This Week in Car Audio. Tune in. This Week in Car Audio. Tune in. We'll be talking about bass, talking about chips, talking about rings. You ain't got them, zip your lip. You got a problem you haven't found, check your grounds. The show about to start. Tune in. This Week in Car Audio. Yeah. Tune in. This Week in Car Audio.
Welcome to This Week in Car Audio with your host Doug Stockton the Judge and Team DC Lucky. Our guest this week is Travis Chin, owner and president of IASCA, IASCA. It's another car audio organization. You know, it's not DB Drag, but I believe it's where DB Drag came from. So welcome this week here, gentlemen. Excuse me. Travis, can we hear you? Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Hey, so just so people that aren't familiar with where DB Drag started, didn't it start with IASCA as a sub format? Yes. Okay. People in the chat, if you can, tell me if you can hear Lucky and Travis, because it is not showing up there. It says Travis Hoster said he can't hear Travis, and I don't know why I can't hear you guys on here. No. I'm looking at it on my thing here, and I got you unmuted. No, but they're not. You guys aren't coming in, so I don't know. Um, I don't know what it is here. Let me see here. Um, I can hear you, but they can't hear you. Nope. Properties, default. Let me hear. I'm sorry about this, because nobody can hear anybody but me, and that's I am.
To start doing my other podcast. You are just selfish.
All right, everybody should be able to hear you now. Say something, Lucky.
Lucky something.
All right, Travis, say something.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, there we go. Now I believe everybody can hear you. If you can hear them, mention it in the chat, please, so I can see. Anyway, once again, we'll go back to what we said. Okay, they can hear you now. Okay, cool. So let's go back to where we actually started. And so DB Drag was actually a subsect of IASCA when Wayne first started it. Is that correct?
Yeah, so it started off in IASCA as a format, and then at some point early on, it broke off.
Yeah, 95 it kind of developed its own thing, and then
Yeah.
Wayne went his way, and IASCA absolutely never went away, obviously. Can you tell us just so this is Travis Chin for the people I didn't hear earlier, but Travis is the president and owner of IASCA currently, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your format, your organization, what they do and whatnot?
Yeah, so we have SQ,
Mm-hmm.
right? And with that are two formats. So there's SQC, which is Sound Quality Challenge, and it's pretty much just the SQ part where you're sitting in it and listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's IQC, which is the Install Quality Challenge, and that's where we look over your install. Um, so that's the SQ formats. Then for the SPL formats, we have IDBL and base boxing,
Mm-hmm.
where IDBL is your peak score over 30 seconds, and base boxing is your average over. Let's see, it's the average with music over 30 seconds. Uh, yeah. And then we have some little other formats. We have like Jeep Beats. We have Night Glow.
Uh-huh.
Um, we have Motor Sounds,
You have
which is the
night glow.
motorcycles. Yeah, Night Glow.
You
So it's
you'd
like
be
a
way
night.
into that.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Yeah, so it's just where we judge you kind of on your lighting and your your nighttime presentation, pretty
Awesome,
much.
awesome.
So
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
I still gotta do the LED lights under the truck, man. I'm still missing that and under the hood, but I'm getting there. And then I'll have to go compete in that.
yeah, yeah. Those are kind of rare, so we'll have to try and get some down there in California for you.
All
Um,
right.
well, we do our shows here at night most of the time, right? So because it's so hot in the Central Valley, California here, so we used to do night shows at Nyman's, and it was like a special event. So this year, I just decided all our shows this year are going to be night shows, and I think the competitors really appreciated that. We had one this Sunday in 106-degree heat, and
It was hot.
it was
Yeah.
and I think I heard a few guys go, "Dude, we need to go back to night shows."
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
that was one of them.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of those when I've been down there, and they're pretty cool.
oh, have you been to some of our shows here, the
Yeah,
Nyman shows and whatnot?
yeah. Usually, I think a couple times was when I went down for Autorama.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So hopefully I'm gonna get back in Autorama this year to do the DB drags. Um, so have you ever seen me put on a show then, Travis?
Yeah, when you were at Autorama.
Okay. So
Yeah,
so my energy is a little different than most judges. So
Just a little bit. Just a
yeah.
little bit.
Well, guys out in California and the West Coast, they don't know that because they don't see many other judges, right? So
right,
you do a little more traveling than most people as far in this car audio thing. You travel, you do Slamology, right? Used to
right,
do Spring Break Nationals,
right.
Autorama, Slam, all used to do Still Valley Regionals, right?
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
just went to there.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, so there's all these other events that go on that you get to be part of. That's cool. Um, what is your most popular format, by the way?
Um, it's so it's kind of s- so I kind of gonna answer it two ways, right?
Okay.
So so like regional events or local events, or at
Uh,
least on the West Coast for sure. Um, IDBL is the most popular format,
right.
um, followed by base boxing, right? But
Hmm.
I think nationwide, when you think of guys who travel around, um, like people who will go cross country or maybe halfway across the country, um, that would be SQ,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. So it's kind of just depends on kind of what your definition of popular, as far as that goes,
Right. Well,
But like numbers wise,
I
you
think
know,
yeah, numbers wise.
yeah, it would probably be IDBL, but the guys
Okay.
mostly are not as not as much as travelers to
Right.
get around. So
Yep.
So I was sharing a bunch of the pages, so I might have missed a few things. But what is IDVL? What is that?
it's just your peak SPL over in
So
30
DB
seconds.
drag.
So
Yeah.
right. But is it same thing sealed on the glass, or is it a different?
Yep. No,
Okay.
it's very similar, where the difference is mostly in the classification,
Okay.
right? In the
Okay.
classes.
Gotcha.
But kind of, if you kind of want to put it into real simple terms, um, it's pretty much just the qualifying part of DB drag.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh,
There's
because
just
there's
no
no
bracket.
head to head, right? There's no
Right,
head to
right.
head
There's no
brackets.
brackets.
Yes.
Okay.
People at home, this is a totally new shirt for most of you guys. I was just telling Lucky and Travis, I think we retired this in 2015 or 16. Um, Notice it's not red anymore; it's pink because I did almost 200 shows in this exact jersey.
Is that what you're gonna run with? Is
No,
that what you're gonna
serious.
run with? Okay.
So that's why it's slightly faded. As you can see, inside of here still black, outside of
Yeah.
here not so much.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, it's this is the old DB Drag ones. These are the judging jerseys from back in the days. My other two are dirty. My normal ones are dirty, so that's why I'm wearing this one today. But it's still my DB Drag judging, all that stuff.
Dave Bradshaw ain't over there or what? You do your laundry?
Hey, I told you, dude. I'm the laundry guy in the house.
Well,
my
no
wife,
wonder it's not done. No wonder it's not done.
dude. It's only been Sunday. Come on, man. We ain't even 24 hours later yet.
That's no excuse.
Anyway, Travis. So one of the big things that Ray's been pushing is you guys are having a World Finals on the West and the East Coast. So how does
Right.
that work for you guys?
Okay, so because we don't have to do head to head,
Mm-hmm.
we can just take the scores from one event and combine it with scores from the other event and put them together.
Okay.
Right, so they don't
Huh.
have to go side by side
Mm-hmm.
at the same time. We try to um, give both events, give the competitors kind of the same, how can I put it?
Experience.
Right.
The
But
same type of venue, the same perks, right?
right. I think lately the West Coast has been getting kind of shorted because they only get 1 day, where
Oh,
the
okay.
East Coast gets 2 days. But
It's a matter of
that's
numbers, right?
yeah, partly that and partly just that's just the way it kind of works out at these venues.
Okay.
So
Um. So just so you know, so are you guys part? You guys aren't part of the Unified World Finals then, right?
we are. We're
Oh, you
we're
are.
going to be in Alabama, right?
Yes, sir.
That one? Yes, we will
So
be there.
and then the following weekend we are during ours here in California. Um, And just on a side note, I don't know how much Wayne is interested, but I mean, because Iasca seems to be growing in popularity, and I would say that's solely due to Ray Pimley really pushing it, and I think he's doing a
Right.
great job with it, right?
Yeah.
I help promote his shows on this podcast. We promote his shows at my shows. I see. In my opinion, I don't care if Lucky's competing in anything. I just want him to go out, have fun, and want to compete. I don't care if it's Iasca, USAC, Mecca, Midwest SPL. It does. None of that matters to me. But and then at that point, if there's a choice between the two events, which Ray and I are working this out pretty well. He checks with me. I kind of check with him. Just because my calendar's more full, he checks with me more often. But we try
Right.
not to overlap each other's events,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so, I think if, and even if, so sometimes we'll do like, I'll do Saturday in Fresno and Ray will do Sunday, right? I'll put, hey,
Mhm.
come on down for the whole weekend, blah, blah, blah. Go see this show. This show's over here. And honestly, it doesn't matter who's putting on the event or what organization it is. I want people to go out and have fun and compete because for me, it's about the car audio culture,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I started competing in '94,
Okay.
but I was competing in SQ,
Well, that's not
so
really
not so much
competition.
We promote all car audio, but that's not one of them.
That's right. That's not car audio.
That's not car audio.
So I'm going to tell you my experience. So when I started getting into car audio, 98, 98 or 99, I went into 99, I believe. I went to Autorama in 99, and I was going to try the sound quality portion. And I pulled in, and I'm not kidding you, my tires were dirty. Okay, I just drove 97 miles to get to the event. In California roads. My
Right.
tires were not pretty.
Yeah.
And I got ding points for my tires being dirty.
What?
Oh man, yeah, probably on
cannot
the install side.
On
I
the
cannot
install side.
compete.
Yeah,
I
right.
cannot compete in that.
So for that reason, that's honestly that's what drove me 100% away, because then you had Clay Nelson and you had Mike Jaffe there doing
Oh
SPL
yeah,
portions, right?
yeah,
And in honesty, it didn't matter nothing but how loud the car was. And that's what
right.
drove me that direction versus sound quality. But I did go there. I mean, I had all my system time aligned. I had EQ set up. I mean, I was, hey, do you want that sound stage another 2 inches higher? I can do that, right?
Right.
So I had it set up like that, and just by the sheer fact that, and to be honest with you, a lot of some of the older. This is older stuff with sound quality. Um, you might sit in. Man, I'm trying to think of the guy's name in Lake Havasu area. That's a sound quality champion guy for many years. Anyway, you would sit in his car, and he would be the standard, right? So if you went to an event, you were in his class, and he was there. How do you beat the standard, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so just that's what drove me to the SPL side, and I'll tell you, the guys that put into the sound quality, dude, they go all out. I mean,
Right.
they spend as much, if not more, time tuning. And now they don't build like we build as far as boxes go, right? Like me, I would build a box, tear it out, and build a new one. I was telling Lucky a couple of shows ago that I've never showed up to a show as a competitor with what I was going to use in my vehicle. I would show up with a pile of wood, some subs and an amp, in the parking lot, put it in, burp it, tear it all out before I left.
Yeah, I did that myself a couple times.
I'm
like a lot of
thinking
work.
not.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
so for me that was the best way because I didn't have my own meter, right? So it'd be like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I design it, show up, build it, compete. Um, but anyway, so that's how it worked out for me.
Let me jump in here real quick. I
ahead.
want to see if there's any
There
questions.
should be some questions.
For Travis.
I saw one or two of them already.
We got. Let me get some shout outs too. We got Travis Hostetter in here. We got Joseph Riney, David Bradshaw. Let's see here. Brandy Korth, she's in here. Zach Jones, Chris Jenner, Troy Lyman, Tiffany and Tristan from SQ Sounds. Rosa Espinoza. Matter of fact, I wasn't asked this too, and I forgot. Let me bring it up now. Where was Moses Martinez at the last show?
Oh yeah.
I did not see them. That's the first show they missed.
Yes.
Hey, so if anybody has any questions for Travis right now, jump in here and make sure you ask him so we can.
Yep. So I seen two. I seen two already. Dave Bradshaw asked, so what's the location for your World Finals?
Oh,
on the West Coast. Yeah.
Okay, so currently it is Roseburg, Oregon.
What does currently mean?
Second and third. There's a potential it might slightly change.
Okay. COVID related potentially.
Yeah, you could say that.
Through the governor of that state or whatever.
You said Roseburg?
Yeah.
Okay, so now coming from like Stockton up that way, right? Is that going to be further than Lincoln City, or is that closer?
It would be
from like Sacramento.
Okay, so when you go to Surf City, do you go through Salem?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I don't believe I do.
It's okay if you go to Roseburg and you're going to the casino, I think I mapped it out and it's just over 2 hours coming from the south. So it'll be 2 hours less than going to surf.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's
cool. All right.
Yeah, Troy says it's closer, Lucky.
Okay.
Also, Troy wanted to tell Travis, come on, Travis, stand up for those SQ guys.
I just let their installs speak for themselves. They're pretty nice, right?
No, their installs. I mean, what's his name up there? The one out of Idaho that you like, Lucky, the one who does the crazy installs in SPL.
Oh, Brent Levitt.
Yeah, Brent Levitt. But
Oh yeah.
dude, I mean his installs are insane, right?
Yeah, I mean he could compete in the install
Yeah.
challenge and do really well. He'd probably win.
That dude's nuts. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah.
He's a cool
yeah.
guy. Really, really humble guy too. Yeah, real cool.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, so another thing I was gonna get, like I said, I know you're working with Ray on trying to help do some stuff. Um, so this is a total hypothetical. This, and by no means am I saying this is happening. I want to make that very, very, very clear. So, Travis, what realistically, if we were to create a venue on the West Coast that could be multiple organizations, would you guys want to do that in California, or are you guys really locked into the Oregon area?
You mean for our finals?
Yes.
Um,
I'm not saying this year. I'm just saying as a whole, a big picture, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years down the line.
right, right. We would be open to it because
Okay.
for the past, I don't know how many years we've been doing this type of split event. We've been mostly in the Northwest because that's
Yep.
where the competitors were. And now that we see this kind of growth in California,
Mm-hmm.
that's why we brought it south.
Okay.
So it's pretty much where are the competitors, um, where is it fair for it to be for
Right.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So who knows? Maybe there's a big shift to go to California. We 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 wouldn't rule it out.
Okay. All right, cool. Like I said, I mean, it's just I'm actually working hard. I got a couple people trying to help me. We're working on indoor venues out here that are possibly big enough to host multiple organizations. And if I can get a multi-year deal with them, this may be. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to work out or any of that stuff, but I'm definitely trying to do it because I think it's like I said, I think it's better for all of us. Because DB drag, and I'm not saying anything negative about IDBL, right? So DB drag to most people is the pinnacle of SPL. That's the top of the top of the food chain. And like I said, but there's places where people feel like they don't fit in DB drag, and that's where like IDBL and USAC and all that they fit niches for guys that feel they don't fit into DB drag, right? And so I think that, like I said, I think giving people more options, more opportunities is always better,
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right. Or it could be people just want to try to be the best in
yeah,
multiple organizations.
that
Exactly.
too.
That
Yeah,
look what David Bradshaw did.
that's
You
what
know what I
Dave
mean?
Bradshaw's trying
Dave
to do
Bradshaw.
right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You
A few
know,
guys are jumping over. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
which is I that'd be awesome. I mean, you have like Butler, right? Craig Butler.
mm,
I mean, I think he was the loudest in every organization a couple of years, wasn't he?
that's rad. If that's the case,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So, but I mean, his vehicle was just insane, and nobody could touch it for years, and now people are catching up to him and whatnot. So, no, that's awesome. Let's see where are
We
we at
actually got.
here.
We actually got. So I didn't know. Oh, thank you guys for all the thumbs up and the hearts and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
Thank you
hit that.
guys so much. Yeah, smash them like buttons. Get it jumping up in here. So was there anything that you wanted to touch on as far as
Oh
surf goes, or
yeah.
basically what happened with surf? If there's anything you want to talk about on that, I know a lot of people kind of thought it was just like this. Hey, we're just not doing it. We're gonna close it all out or anything. Is there anything you want to talk about on that,
Hmm.
Travis?
Oh yeah. No, that was definitely not the case of just we just wanted to not do it. Oh my
Obviously, yeah,
God, we got so much invested in that. I've got I think the awards we are like 98%, actually probably 99% done.
yeah,
And yeah, they were almost done when this was through. I mean, I was talking to people that morning of just like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is, it was final stages. It was like
yeah,
we're ready to go.
Yep.
This is the show. We were. This is what we've been planning for months.
yeah,
And it was looking like it was gonna be the biggest surf ever.
Right.
That's what had me
how
pumped.
many pre-reg we had, how many sponsors we had. Just everything was looking great. And I was sitting at work, sitting in a meeting, and I saw my phone buzz off, and I look over, and it's a text from Scott, and I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Like I was just like my day was done at work. I couldn't
Right.
think after that. I was like, I should be working, and I'm toast. I'm mentally toast, And I was like that pretty much the rest of that day, and or just scrambling. Like, what are we gonna do now? It's like hotel reservations are all screwed. How
Yep.
are we gonna do this later? And
Right.
we're still working on a date. So hopefully we'll have that tomorrow. Hopefully.
Okay.
Hey,
So
just hold on. I got to show you, Travis. This is Lucky's text to me when he found out. Hold on, can you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, my heart was broke. Every live feed we were doing for like the last, I don't even know, 2 months probably. I've been like, service coming up. I can't wait. Service coming up. So like I was telling you when we were backstage, I'm like, man, it broke my heart. That's my favorite show. But so I know you guys are saying that you were trying to get a new date. So you said you're going to find out tomorrow what that possible date is.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead?
I'll just put it this way. It's not going to be right away when the casino opens, right? Because the casino was going to close for 2 weeks.
Right.
Doing it right after they came back, after the employees came back, that just wasn't gonna work,
Yeah.
So we've been trying to plan it. So it will be this fall.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't worry about it being like right away. I got to hurry up and get my hotel reservations. We were thinking about that too, while we were trying to figure out the new date.
Yeah, because that was my thing. Is I'm like, man, the rooms are just going to be like, how does that all work? Everybody had their rooms all sorted out and everything, so then everybody had to cancel, and it's like, man, how's that going to work? So yeah, the further out might be the better for me, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be able to get
a
room.
Keep in mind also that they are not doing, or they're doing the SEMA show, right? So just keep that in mind, because they're doing that instead of the CES showdown, I guess now, right?
Right.
So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, there were so many other shows that we wanted to avoid.
Got you.
Overlapping with, and it was just like, okay, well, we're down to these couple of weekends we can choose from. I don't think we would go out to November.
Okay.
So because then you're talking, it's the Oregon coast.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold and wet. I don't think anybody's going to come to that. So I wouldn't go. It's not going to be that far out, but it's not going to be right away. Because I know like a lot of people are like, well, now that they canceled it, I gotta hurry up and get a hotel room. It's like, no, just hold on. We're considering that too. So
okay.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll have an answer tomorrow, if not the day after. But it should be soon.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, so we really just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Iasca, and also about what's going on with Surf, because obviously it got canceled. We actually have Ray Pimley backstage right now. We have this really set up. I didn't have it set up for 4 people, otherwise I'd keep you on. But we're going to bring Ray on. He's going to talk a little bit with us. He's going to, like I said, Ray's a great guy. I think he's doing your organization a service for sure. I think he's definitely a good person to have doing it. I'm trying to help him out. I mean, you can ask him. I'm sure he'll tell you. Anytime I can do anything to help him out, I'm doing it, because I want him to be successful too.
Yeah, he's been doing great.
No, he absolutely has. I think he's been doing it the right way, in my opinion. Yeah. So, but anyway, Travis, I want to thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So
Thanks for coming on, Travis. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring Ray in right now. So go ahead and exit yourself there, Ray or Travis. And thanks for coming in.
Okay, thanks again.
All right.
Have
We'll
a good
talk
one,
to you later,
Travis.
sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
see ya.
All right. So
All
here
right.
we go. Ray, turn your phone sideways, buddy. Turn your phone sideways.
All right. There we go. Is that better?
Yep.
There we go.
Perfect. So I'm waiting on a message right now to come through. So let me get back over here into the comment section and all that good stuff. All right, go ahead. And,
hey, real quick, who was it? Spencer. Hang out to the point where we're talking about the upcoming shows. He wants to know where to see the freestyle results. And you know what? While you're looking up that, Lucky, I'm going to show him real quick how to do the freestyle results. Okay. So I'm going to go over here. So you can see right here, we got the calendar up. We are going to go to Fernley. No, let's go Sacramento, California. That's this weekend's events. Boom. Right here on the bottom. Oh, let me right here on the bottom, you see freestyle. You click on that. Oops. And in this particular event, we only had one person do freestyle. Team send to Jeff, and there's his information. But you see right there's the freestyle click. So if you're on the side here, you got DB Drag Racing, Base Race, Cyclone, Top Dog, and Freestyle for all the events that's been in. Wayne said he's updated it, so we should be good with all the past events where I've added Freestyle.
Hey, Doug, can you explain what that is? I don't think I'm even familiar with that.
Okay, so Freestyle is kind of like USAC. I'm going to bring you back in here. There we go. So freestyle is we have a sphere. It's a green sphere. The microphone sits inside of it. You stick that anywhere you want in front of the B pillar. Currently at my shows, since we haven't really had a there's Moses Martinez. He finally showed up. So we have the green sphere. You stick it anywhere forward to the B pillar. My shows, we currently have two classes. We have the stock class and the super street class. And so you can have your driver door, windows, doors, car, whatever you want. It's free. There's no rules. You can play. We have a frequency cap of 80 hertz. And you just play, and then you can move the mic, between each run, and just see how loud you are. And like I said, right now, currently, yeah.
Is that an SPL burp or is that
SPL
like a musical
burp
thing?
Yes, sir. SPL burp, peak hold. Like I said, you got 30 seconds to come up with, opening, closing your door, doing it just a little bit, fully open, buddy standing in front of your car, letting it breathe. It's whatever you can do to try and, like I said, it's truly freestyle.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
No brackets. No brackets. It's and it's really geared towards the guy. I just want to see how loud my car is, right?
Yeah.
Also, what we do with that, it doesn't have brackets, and you can do it legal. So if you want to know what your DB drag score is, we put it right there on the windshield, and that's your legal. You can do it legal, or you can do it with the globe or the sphere. Sorry.
Is that going to be a class offered at finals, or is that more of like something you're doing?
That is only at events up to finals. I believe it's not going to. I haven't seen anything online at all. I haven't heard anything from Wayne or Sleece about that being part of finals at all. It may be a what we call, exhibition class, but it's not going to be a finals ring and all that stuff.
Okay.
Because we don't have a set we don't have set rules and set classes as of yet.
Okay.
So, until that happens.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Add it, please. Spencer says.
Yeah, and I wanted to quickly mention too, Ayahuasca results and shows are also posted to Term Pro. So if you want to look up, it's a very similar way of looking up
Yep.
classes for DB drag.
Here, I'll do it right
for
here.
results.
Are you looking on a second monitor, Ray?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
got
so
mine up.
if you look on your second monitor, I'm gonna show people how to do that right now.
Yeah, I'm watching you.
So you have that. You click on Ayahuasca. You would go to the event calendar, find an event. Lincoln City, Oregon, still on there though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's updating.
Let's go to a previous month.
You're
where
gonna
I
make
can
me
do-
cry.
Yeah, so last month,
So there we go, Vallejo.
yeah, that was my show in Vallejo.
And
That was
then
the last one I did.
you have your IDBL. And there's your results. So just like DB Drag, same situation. There's your IDBL results. Here's your base boxing results.
Exactly.
So, all right. So it's very similar to DB Drag. The only thing is that I don't know how quick they get their information updated, so I can't really speak to that.
It's slower than yours because I know you can do pretty much instantaneously, but it's usually within a few days because that's when I get it over to Travis, and he's really good about getting up on the websites and stuff.
It's not pretty much instantaneously.
It's like literally.
It's literally instantaneously.
Yeah, no one can beat that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I know.
That's only you though.
That honestly, that is one thing that Wayne has set aside as a feature of DB Drag, right?
Mhm.
Because he needs to differentiate himself from other organizations. That's just one of the things that he set aside, and it's reasonable, right? It's his website. It's his. So I completely appreciate that, and not every judge has the same access I do either, right?
Right.
Not us. Some of the judges have to email in their results, and then Wayne uploads them when he gets a chance.
That's how I've done it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, so tell us what's going on, Ray. You got anything new? Is Lucky still waiting for a text? Where are we at?
So I got the
I
message.
think that's the last thing I talked about with him.
All right.
Yeah, so I just got the message right now, and so obviously all of us have been talking, throughout the day, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Since surf got canceled from day one, I was like, hey, we got to put something together out here. Immediately, I got on the phone with you, Doug, and with you, Ray. Hey, let's put something together, make something happen. We knew a lot of people took time from work and wanted to get away, have a vacation. It sure ain't no surf city down here. There's no ocean right up in here, but there's people that need points. And if people have the time off, they can, come to the show. So since then, we've been looking constantly. We had a few people that offered locations. Things didn't work out for one reason or another. So, we went on, moved to another person, another location. We were trying so many different places. So what it boiled down to now is Brian Nyman said, hey, if you want to rent my spot at Mellows Auto Repair, then we'll go ahead and rent that location to you guys to have the show there. So, I talked to you guys, and I think what we're going to do is there's only 14 people watching from the Facebook side. I don't know how many are on the other side watching from the other spots, but what do people think? Because the option is this.
Hey, Lucky, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Let's share it. If everyone's watching right now, go ahead and share this real quick. And then we're going to ask you guys a question.
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
Yeah. So maybe give it a minute or so.
Yeah. So I'll say it now and then I'll repeat myself again.
Okay.
Because the two options, what Brian said was, if it's going to be a Saturday, it's got to be a night show, which is 6 p.m. on out, right? And we could have it from 6 till whenever we need. If it's going to be Sunday, we could do early Sunday, and then we could have the whole day. That's, I guess, what we'll leave up to the people. I guess. I hate the heat, but this ain't about me. So.
Well, it's only supposed to be like 88 on Saturday.
Do you know what's hot to me, Doug? Anything over 72 is hot to me. So.
You need to move to San Diego.
Man, I worked outside a lot of my life, and that.
Yeah, me too.
I earned myself an indoor job, so I appreciate it a lot now, so I see where you're coming from.
See, with me, I've been tattooing for over 20 years in a shop, and I get a lot of shit from people like, oh my god, it's hot, whatever, and I'm like, no, dude, you don't understand. For like 20 years, I've been in I go into the shop and the first thing I do is I put the AC on as cold as it would get. I think 65 degrees, and that's what I sit in all day long. So when I go to the shows, like it's killing me. I'm like, man, there's been a couple shows I almost threw up. Like that shit gets to me bad.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I love surf.
I always recommend competitors bringing like ice cases, like just bring your ice box, stock up, always dress for the weather. And that was a big thing with Surf City. People don't realize that in the mornings it's cold, so dress for the cold. And in the afternoons it'll warm up and you'll get sunburned. So be prepared. That weather up there. So just stuff like that. I recommend competitors, don't only focus on your scores, focus on, the show.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I love surf so much, man, is because anything next to the water I love it, man.
Yeah.
So, with that view and everything. So hopefully, I don't know. I mean, so for who's watching in Facebook, at least, if anybody wants to leave their thoughts, we have a spot now, at least. Like I said, Brian Nyman said he's going to go ahead and rent the location to us. We have it 6 p.m. On Saturday or Sunday morning until whenever. So hopefully somebody will give us some opinions in here. If not, then we'll make the call.
So Lucky, we're down to just picking the time and date now.
Pretty much. Nyman just messaged and said, yeah, that's good. Pick the date and time. So we're solid there. So I'm just glad that we got a spot,
Okay. So then the next order of business is trophies.
Yep. Yes. Just gonna ask. Yep.
So.
Yep. Doug said that because we did this, he's actually going to do 9-foot trophies for first place and 6 for second.
Great.
And fourth for third.
Great idea. Just that's not what's going to happen.
Darn it.
I need some more sponsors. Hey, I have one back here. I have one. You see it? There's about an 8-foot one.
That's what they look like. No, it's 8 foot 6 inches.
So go figure. The year I start competing is the year that they shorted the trophies.
Yeah. So this is me. I'm 5'9" next to it.
COVID.
I couldn't even get it home.
Yeah. See, the year I started competing is the year that they stopped doing that tall a trophy. So the tallest one I got, I think, is I don't know, 4 or 5 foot or something like that from finals. But bummer for me.
Well, so I think we've talked about this before. That 8'6" one is from Lake County Car Audio. Okay, so when we were designing the trophies for Lake County Car Audio, Jim Jean, he says, I go, so you want a big trophy? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, we can do 8 foot. He's all, no. We want them to do. We want it so it doesn't fit in their house.
I was just gonna say, that's too tall to fit in a normal roof, right?
Yeah,
like
he goes,
8 foot is like the max.
He goes, let's make it 8. I go, well, 8'1". If somebody has like a concrete floor and they don't have any flooring on it, it's usually 8'1" to the ceiling. Yeah. So I go, wait, I'll make it 8'6". He's all, hell yeah. And we even got pictures after that show of people cutting holes in their ceiling to put their trophy in their house.
That would have been me.
Yep.
We got high voltage ceilings. We wouldn't trip, but that would have been me if I had low ceilings. I would have been cutting a hole in the roof.
Wow.
So
all right.
So we just got to decide now what we're going to do for this event. And I think I'm letting Doug take the lead on that because he's my trophy supplier. If people didn't know that, he's helped me a lot. He does a lot of custom stuff for me, and I appreciate it.
So here's the problem with trophies in this short notice.
There's no problem with it.
That's because
what you would think.
That's because he doesn't have to have staff to build it and then order it and put it together. And Ray, I mean, I don't know how fast Ray puts one together. Okay, so I put him together a full kit. Here's all your rods. Here's your parts. Blah blah blah. Right.
I've been there before. Ugh.
Yeah. So I know, me personally, a normal 1X trophy I put together in right at 2 minutes, like 2 minutes and at most 10 seconds.
Yeah, single post. Yeah.
No, double post, 2 posts.
A double post. Okay,
yeah.
I'm still getting fat. I didn't need to get faster then.
Yeah.
Because I'm still getting my technique.
But the 3 post, the 16-inch or the 24-inch ones, Those take me about 9.5 minutes to put together.
Yeah, they're difficult.
Oh, I
So-
get where you're going with this. You're gonna have to put in overtime to make it happen.
Yeah, besides for
Yeah,
getting
I
all my
have to do
bowling
mine,
in.
too.
Yes, I still got to do my bowling this week, right?
Oh, so you got to cancel bowling, is what you're saying?
That don't happen.
Oh, okay.
But that's a nice try.
So you got to cancel fishing, is what you're saying?
I've already canceled fishing.
You said that there was something bad. I'm just wondering what it is, because I know it's not the trophies. The trophies are
It's
happening.
the trophies.
So it's no, it can't be trophies. So you got to
Hey,
go
I have
change.
an idea.
What's your
All right,
idea?
I'm gonna let Doug give me an answer. Finish what you're saying, Doug, but I have an idea.
So what it ends up being is I gotta make my money, right? So when I go bowling, I take people's money. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right? If I order the stuff tomorrow, that means I get it on Wednesday. That means I gotta cut the trophies, get them ready to be. I gotta assemble the product, the packages, get those up to Ray on Thursday morning. Then he's got Thursday and Friday to do everything with them, right? Because he's got to be ready Saturday.
And I'm by myself
And
because
he's by
Josie
himself.
won't touch him.
And my and my builder guy that I pay by the hour, this is his week of vacation because we didn't have any shows.
Oh, so he has to cancel his vacation.
That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to tell his
Okay.
niece to cancel her wedding where they got like 410 guests coming to it.
Now
They're
we're
just going to
talking.
cancel all that.
Now we're talking. Now we know what the bad news is. Gotcha. Because I thought you were gonna say no trophies. So, man,
Hey,
So let's hear
guys,
what he
take a
says.
minute. You see all these? What if we just did a recycling show?
So that's
All I
what
need
I
is
was getting
placards.
at. Placards are dude, placards take me a half hour. Okay.
Because I got too many of them, and I'm trying to get them off. I got
So-
more in the garage.
That's another thing I suggested to Lucky. Hey, Lucky, bring your wife on. Let's see what she thinks of this.
so listen. So I got Doug on speakerphone and I'm talking to him and I'm like, okay, trophies, man. New guys love trophies. We already got a ton of trophies. New guys love trophies. And my wife goes like this. She's in the kitchen. I'm right here. He's on speakerphone. Rachel goes, what the fuck? And just points to all the trophies everywhere in the living room. She hates it. I come home every time with trophies. She's like, great, more. If you've seen my house, like just all this whole row right here is just trophies. Behind my couches is trophies. In front of my, like on the sides of the TV, it's everything. So I told Doug, I was like, look, dude, I told my wife and Doug, maybe what I'll do is I'll take all my third place trophies or something and keep the first and seconds. But hey, you know what? I'll tell you what, just to make this happen, I will grab some. I will recycle them. We'll make it happen. I said from the beginning, we're going to make this happen. So if you're going to recycle some, I'll recycle some. I know when I was new, that trophy meant the world to me. So I want the new guys to be able to have a trophy. So, I will say this: I'm not recycling no first places, but I will definitely recycle some second.
I will. I don't need
Hey,
them.
hey.
There's a few that I'll keep, but the rest I don't mind.
No,
like my first trophy I've ever got, I would keep that. But
Yeah.
Okay.
other than that,
So
Yeah.
here's the thing: I'm totally joking because, as we know, some first place trophies are still small. So what I really mean is I'm going to keep my biggest ones. But yeah, so a 1X show of first place is still
28
Whatever.
inches.
Yeah, there you go. So I'll go ahead.
So hey,
and-
just so you guys know, I know you guys haven't ever competed back east, but the first place trophies that Ray's doing now and I do is typically a 3X first place trophy.
and
So-
it
Just so
depends
you
too
know.
on like the size of the show. Like if it's going to be like a points show and it's like I'm throwing it together, I'm not going to go as big as Doug usually.
Yeah.
But I know that we had the sponsoring backing us and everything at the Vallejo show. Therefore, I was easily able to afford and bring those trophies to you guys.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to try to do as often as possible. Doug's obviously got the connection because it's what he does. But I just need the sponsoring usually, or whatever the venue can help me with.
So,
But
so did we come up with a name for this show then that I could put on the trophies?
Lucky had a good one.
I thought he
Plan-
did too.
Plan B.
Yep.
Surf City didn't happen. Plan B.
Yeah, the Plan B show.
The Plan B show.
Is that what you want the
we
plaque to
can
say?
prove it
Plan B
too.
show.
Hold on, because I got
that
messages.
Josie
We can
hanging
prove it
out in the
because
back?
we're using used trophies.
Josie.
Josie just came home.
Hello.
So she's been my help at all these events. I wouldn't be able to do it without her. So
Yeah, Cliff's trying to suck up.
she says I'm sucking up, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I swear by it. I don't know what I do. So
He's got to suck up. He ain't married yet. So.
I know. I got a few more months.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's getting close.
Am I your
It's
best
close.
man? Or best
Yeah,
dude?
well, that'll cost you.
So here's the next question. How many trophies is it just going to be the recycled trophies from us and that's it? Or are you making any that are
No.
like-
We'll go with the recycled trophies from you guys, and I can make a couple. Like if we're short some, I can
Right.
take care of that.
Let me ask you this, right?
Go ahead.
What if you did the first place of each class, the normal 3X show? That's only a few of them. You know what I mean? What if you did just
no? Because
Yeah, 'cause
it's how many classes do you have, Ray? You want how many first place?
I was estimating I might, if it's a really good turnout, I may need up to 20 first places.
So
that many classes? So
Yes.
with what we're
'Cause,
doing is
yeah.
what? We got
17.
Cyclone. 17.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? I just brain farted right
so
there.
now
dude.
you're
I'm-
talking
yeah,
37
no.
trophies.
I
In Vallejo,
got you.
I used 15, and I was short one, and I made it work because one of the competitors gave theirs up because I only had 14. And I would say that at Nyman's, probably seeing a better turnout.
Okay.
So
Okay. So recycled trophies. What if we don't have enough?
No, then I got you covered.
You got me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
the majority of what I have are the two posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either these would become kind of the first place, or
Yeah.
they become the standard second place. It's hard to say whether or not.
Let's
Doug
make
wants to be
those the first place. Let's make those
Okay.
those ones the first. Okay.
Okay.
And then I have.
Yep.
I have
Second
single
place
posters.
right there. Hey, that was second
That would
place.
be more like second,
No,
right?
grab that other
No?
one.
This one, the shorter two poster.
Yes. That's a good
But-
set.
but- So what happens
have-
if he doesn't have enough of those?
I have fewer of those,
I understand that.
but I could make them. I just take a post off or something, and
No,
or whatever we have to do.
we'll get it handled. Don't worry about that. I got a few of those already made. That's
Okay.
what I'm getting at with this.
Okay.
And I have some spares for third place. I could probably utilize. I have about
thirds.
6 of those.
Okay. So, and then I'm sure we can make up a third for you or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yep,
gonna have to
so-
make some thirds because I don't have many thirds. Well, how many thirds you got, Lucky?
Not a lot. So here's the thing though, right? Is we're going back to the size.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking and I see.
Right there's a third.
Here's a third.
Yep.
I
Okay.
don't have a lot of them, but I got some.
No, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I don't
Yeah.
have a lot of thirds.
Okay.
I
So,
really don't.
so like those, Ray, those take literally seconds to make.
Yeah, they're easy.
So you're saying the third places are the single pillar?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see
Here, and I got
two.
some.
So
of-
I
got
need
some new
7.
ones.
I'm sure I got 7. I'm
Okay.
sure I got 7.
And I got some here too, right? So
Okay. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna come by
Nyman
my
says
house?
he's got a lot of first.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I got a ton of first and seconds, dude. Like,
Yep.
So I think I have about 6 or 7 of these. They're kind of
Yeah.
short, and then I have like
There you
2
go.
left of these. I can make do, but they're going to be mismatched.
That's fine.
know.
right. Okay,
Remember,
but at
this
lea- at
is
lea- at
this
least-
is Plan B we're doing here.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, as far as let me see.
And then,
So-
Doug, you have stuff in stock like the little stars in the third places.
Yeah,
so
absolute-
if I needed
well, I-
to refit my trophies.
Oh yeah, I do have third places. That's right.
Yeah, and other ones. So yeah, I'll do an inventory of what I have and then, let you know what I need.
Okay.
So, how are you gonna come by my house with your trailer that day or the day before or whatever and pick these up or?
Sure.
Well, they're not because obviously they're not going to my truck.
Why
No,
not? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
right?
kidding.
I'm like,
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know.
So okay, so there's that. So now we have trophies, so that's settled. So next
We have a
is
location. We have trophies.
but we got to go for day and time now.
Yeah.
So just out of curiosity, Ray, what would you prefer? Nighttime show, 6 o'clock on Saturday, or Sunday morning day, or what would you prefer?
I like the idea of the night show because I haven't had to do one yet, and it gives me Saturday to prep.
And see, like we were talking earlier, I agreed on that because I was saying then you have Sunday to relax, you know.
Yep.
So
I gotta go take somebody's money bowling Sunday.
Yeah.
okay, well that's on
Saturday
you, man.
night feels like a good option.
So
yeah, no, I like Saturday night. Too.
okay, so let's see. I'm gonna just look really quick.
Dude, don't look down like you got something planned.
I got Plan B planned. We're planning Plan B right now. No, what I'm actually looking for is to see if anybody said night or day or what.
So
Okay,
one
we got
person,
James. James
said,
is one of my competitors that I see a lot, and he said Sunday.
Yep.
So that's a consideration. So maybe we ought to figure out a way to do a poll or something quickly tonight.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know if you can facilitate that on Sonic FX or not, but
I've never done one. Is it pretty
Okay.
easy to do?
I'm not sure if the pages can do it, but I've done it on groups. You might have to look real quickly if that's an option for you when you post.
Okay.
I could check Ayaska as well.
Let me see here.
Ayaska, California.
Okay, I mean, are you guys in a hurry to get off this live feed like at our normal 7 and you got to run? Let's let me.
Oh yeah, I got a poll right here.
Okay, like yeah, let's all throw something on Facebook right now and just kind of like I don't know.
Yeah, I'll do a poll as well on my Ayaska, California. That's my Facebook page that I operate through, and I've shared this live stream on there as well. But if we get some polls up and then look at the results tonight, then we have that figured out, and then we'll announce it in the morning, I suppose.
How do you add? I could.
All right, so Doug, walk me through setting up a poll because I don't think I've ever done that on Facebook.
I'm doing it right now, first time ever.
Okay, so
so there's a thing there you can add a poll, but I don't know how to add additional options.
You should be able to put in one option, and then it will give you. I think it gives you the option for another option. Why is it not letting me do it? I'll have to look into mine.
Yes. So when I go to post, right, it says tag people, check in, camera, ask for recommendations, sell something, photo, video. I don't see nothing about a poll.
It's not available on a personal account. I know that.
Oh, then that's gonna be why. Okay.
And see, I'm questioning if it's available on my page.
It says I can add a poll option.
So what I'll do on mine, well, see, this is gonna be hard because we're gonna have your people, his people, my people. So that's gonna be, you know, how are we gonna?
Yeah, maybe Sonic FX can handle it because
yeah, we'll leave it on one.
Give me the option.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can share that poll.
Saturday night.
I'll have to look into mine.
Return. Sunday morning. There we go. It's posted now. Plan B show. Return. I don't know how you vote on it though.
They just click on it. I
think
think
they'll be able to click on it, and then that will show the results.
Well, see if you can do it right now. It's posted. Or see if I'm just done. I created a poll, but I don't know what I do with it. So
Brian did say since that we're going to be renting his location, that, you know, basically if I want to, we get vendors or whatever. So I know Isaiah and then with DB Life, I called site more.
Looks like Doug, you didn't get it. It didn't get set up correctly.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
It's just text. Yeah, I would delete that and then maybe start over. There, at least on my PC, I'm looking. It says add an option. That
yeah, that's what mine says too.
Maybe you want to type it in there and then you'd hit enter. I could actually add it maybe to your post right now.
Yeah, see if you can. I don't.
Yeah, let me do that. Okay, I got one option and I voted on that and add the other option. Okay, there we go. Your poll is set up, I believe.
Okay. Done. Someone come back.
So I'm gonna jump on your. Where's your poll at in Sonic FX, right?
Yep.
Yep. And then I'm gonna share it.
Put
Oh
my
yeah,
vote
there you
up
go.
right now. Put my vote right now.
Oh yeah, you added it. It wouldn't let me add it. That's weird. So 1 vote Saturday night.
2 votes now. I think, that's just my opinion. I think Saturday night, people do got to go to work Monday and Saturday night. You have Sunday to relax. When I come back from this is just me. When I come back from those shows, dude, I'm fucking beat, man. I'm beat.
And so are the judges. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's a long
Well,
day.
I mean, my Friday night show, I didn't get home till 4:45, right, in the morning.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had a lot, man, with my mission. Woo. Let's talk about that for a second while we wait for some votes. Let me tell you. Woo wee. So I did the whole, top secret mission I was on. Went up to Chad Geary's house, and I'll tell you what. I told him I've never met him before in my life. I've heard so much good stuff about this guy. Thanks to the people who had a hand in this. I don't need to mention, they know who they are. Thank you. But I've never met this guy. And I pulled up to his house and he's flagging me that he's right there. And I was like, I will never drive this drive again. And he goes, you're not the first person to tell me that, So it's, I don't know how many people has been to, Lake Arrowhead. But the way I took it said to take I-5, and 99 was going to be like an extra hour. So I took the I-5 way. Whatever damn way it took me, because I just listened to GPS. Turn left here, turn right there. It was so.
What did you do?
Dang.
He's throwing paperwork at me.
Josie said, hey, whoop. Just
divorced already.
Right. Are those divorced?
He's interrupting my stream.
So it's just this long, just desert, crazy, dirty drive that's just like, oh my God, stop, go, left turn, right turn. And I'm just I'm like thinking in my head, I would rather go to Oregon or Vegas or anywhere 20 times before I do this again, because it was just so stop and go. You're on the highway, you go to Vegas or Oregon or anywhere, you do like 90 I do like 90 all the way there. This was just, and then you just come around the corner and you're in this beautiful woodsy area. And it was just so gorgeous. The lake had like all these jumpers, the jumpers all tied together across the lake. And I was like, oh my God, dude, this is just amazing. Mm-hmm. And it's such a beautiful place, man. But the drive there, it just took it out of me. So I show up at his house. Awesome guy, so humble, with a world of fucking knowledge that I learned so much. And that guy is go. That is that's a fucking workhorse right there. So anybody that hasn't been to his house, he's deep in the woods where, Sasquatches and all that shit lives. Flying squirrels, he was telling me. He's like, oh, there's flying squirrels up there. So he's got 2 big old flights of stairs that go down to his workshop. So this guy is literally running down the stairs, like down the fucking mountain into his shop and running back up with my subs, dude. Wow. Dude, like it's nothing, just running up the stairs. I went down those stairs walking one time into his shop, dude, and I leaned over on his counter and I was panting. He goes, yeah, every time somebody comes up here, they trip out, because every time I run up, I run down, run up, run down. And he's just go, man. And it's just, yeah, that was one of the coolest guys. And so I was nervous because when we got done with everything, it started to get dark, just barely. And I was like, shit, I'm thinking, man, I cannot stay another night. I got the show in the morning. We haven't tested or tuned or nothing really. So he goes, you know what? Just put it on frequency 38 and just burp it. And let's see what it does. So I get the term lab out and I seen the score and I was like, holy shit. And I go, that's it. I'm not even touching nothing else. I'm going to just leave it right here for now. I got to get out of these woods, because at nighttime, there's no lights and there's 50 million turns, all these houses out there. And he goes, no, yeah, if you go out here in the night, you're done. You're going to get lost. So I had to fly out of there, came back, did a really good score. I turned my amp down actually when I got to the show, because I got a little nervous you know, because so many people's amps are popping right now. And I was like, oh man, dude, I don't want to pop this thing. So I turned it down. So the thing has more in it. So I was happy with my 157.8. That was higher than I expected.
New personal best.
New personal best, but I guarantee you, I better watch what I say. I hope at the next show I'm over 58. I'll say that. Because there was a couple things already that I knew that made me gain that I didn't do when I pulled into the lanes. And I was like, shit, I didn't do that and I didn't do this. So there's at least
but it was a hell of a run with you when
Ricky
Urin. Not Ricky.
Brian Irwin. Brian Irwin?
Yep. Yeah, because he's doing a 56.9 or something like that, and 56.8 I think, and so he was right there behind you, and then you kind of turned it up just a little bit more and stomped on him a little bit.
Brian Irwin?
Yeah.
So I'm tripping because what the hell? I could have swore he did. I thought he did a 52 or something like that. Or was that?
No, he's much louder than that.
No, at a lower frequency than you too.
Yeah, because he was at 30, right? Frequency
31.
31?
Yeah.
Yep.
So then let me tell you.
I'll tell you right now what he did.
No. I know, but I misheard somebody say that was a good score. I can't remember who told me, but they're like, man, he got a good score. He hit a 50. I thought they said a 52 something. And I was like, oh, right on. And then I heard 30 or 31 frequency. Yep. So now you're telling me that score. I didn't even notice that he hit that high of a score. So that's awesome.
Yeah, 56.3 is his
56.
recording. But I think he did louder than that.
I'd like to know if I am, and this is other people stating this. I don't know this, right? But there's a couple people on my post that were saying I was the loudest no wall musical build on the West Coast. So for whatever that's worth, I don't know.
As far as I know, yeah. You would come to one of my shows and win the class easily.
Really? Looks like I got to do some
set a state record.
Hey, right?
Although I need to, how tall is your box and height?
It's low, bro. It's low. So
it might be like 24 inches.
Yeah, because Ayahuasca's limit is 25 inches tall for the box height, including the surrounds and all the equipment that's mounted to it.
It's low. It's below my window line. So
then you're probably fine. And I suggest hopping in, try one of my classes out.
I'll try them all. Like I was telling Doug one day, this last season, of course, but whenever there wasn't a DB drag show, I was going to the other orgs. I like to compete. So whatever it is, you know what I mean? I mean, my heart will always be with DB drag, but I will definitely, if there's something else going on, I'll do my best to get there, So I just love competing. So go ahead.
Sorry about that. I was going to say, when I was competing heavily, I like good shows like Surf and CES and all that. I would enter every single class I could get into across 4 or 5 orgs, depending on how many were there.
Yeah.
And I have had records in different orgs and things like that. So I always suggest to people, like, try out the different org, because there's possibly a class in there that you have a really good shot in, because maybe it's not that popular, or
David Bradshaw is a perfect example.
He's an example right now. Yeah. He has a very good shot, as long as someone doesn't come out of the blue from like back east or Canada or something. He has a really good shot at winning that class at finals, especially if he takes my advice. I will give anybody advice in order to get louder. I have a lot of experience, and I still test to this day. I test on my own vehicles. I've been playing around with them, and I have a lot of experience there that I want to share. So if anybody ever, wanted to know more or get tips, I'm always available to do that. And I try to do that even at the shows. So he's one example of someone that I've actually like given some tips to and told him, like, hey, this is where I think you should go with this in order to go and head, and win at finals. So
yeah, and see, that's awesome, because I personally I've always said this, and people seen it in me. I do it all the time. It's cool when people do give advice. There's some people that, and I tattoo, and it's kind of the same way. We hold certain things back, and that goes way back. I had to learn this on my own. It took me many years. I'm not gonna just throw this at you. You know what I mean? You got to earn some of the shit. But I do think it's cool when those certain things you do throw out there, like, hey, move your seat forward, that helped me.
Yeah.
And I noticed you have the same truck as me. Might work, might not, but this is what I did. And I've helped a few people, and they fucking beat me after I told them, try this. This is what I did.
Me too.
And they beat me, but I swear to you, I smile because I'm like, I guarantee he's fucking ear to ear right now. Smile. Who was that? Preston Ray when he was competing.
Oh yeah.
And he was getting, I can't remember what his score was, but he was like just dying to hit that 50 like we all do for the first time. And I told him, slide your seat forward, push it all the way forward, put the visor down. He did it. And he got like a 52 something. And he was just, ear to ear small. And I was so happy for him because I remember that feeling. I think everybody remembers hitting that 50 for the first time.
You know what? So, I mean, even with older competitors, right? So we have Travis Willis. I don't know if you know Travis Willis. So Travis Willis, he had the Samurai, right? He's a World Finals champion.
Yep.
And
yeah, I talked to him a lot.
Yeah, so I was talking to a guy from SoCal today, and he's like, dude, I know I can make that thing louder than he's got it. I'm pretty sure I can make a Samurai louder. So I was like, he called to ask me. He says, hey, can I get Steve Willis's phone number? Because I want to, see if I can't improve on his build and get my own. And you know what? Steve Willis, without even hesitation, here you go. Have him contact me. I'll help him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here's my opinion on it. I help somebody and they get louder than me. What's that going to do? But now I got to step my shit up, right? I got to I got to step it up.
Yep.
If I keep winning, I keep winning, that shit's just boring. You know what I mean? So if I help somebody and they beat me, now I got to step my game up.
Yeah. And that guy he was talking to down in SoCal, he's been competing since 94-ish. Right? Mm-hmm. And that's why he's saying, he goes, dude, I love his build. I love what he's got going on, but I think I can make it louder. And Steve Willis, I even told him what the guy was saying. And Steve jumped on it and just, like I said, he's not looking to now I'm pretty sure he's not going to tell him, okay, look, if you position this and you start
I would never do that either.
Right. Yeah. But you are definitely going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe you need to deaden this panel and not this panel or something like that.
And that goes back to, like I was saying, there's certain things I think people will kind of, hey, took me a lot of years to learn that one, or this one right here is this was the never teach your karate student the death punch or whatever the saying is. You got to hold back the death punch trick.
But at least I think he's going to lead him down the road to get to those things.
Right.
He's still going to have to do his own testing and figure it out himself, but he's going to put him on the road to find those things.
Yeah. Like I had my last big trunk build. I went to World Finals 2017 with it and got second. And that was a build I tossed together within 2 weeks, tested it, came up with a bunch of random ideas and discovered a lot. And it did pretty well for the vehicle. And a lot of that stuff I held to my chest because I was like, man, I'm going to next year really improve on this thing when I have more time. And I learned a bunch of stuff. And then the car got stolen. And I lost the car. Yeah. And then at that point I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to release the photos. I shared with people. I've told people exactly what the box was, what I did to it, all the custom crazy things I did with it. And people have benefited, So at this point, it's like, it's not going to benefit me holding that stuff to my chest. I'm never going to probably utilize it again.
Right.
Yep.
No doubt. So another thing I wanted to, I did want to talk a little bit about the Friday show. So Ray, did you happen to watch any of that Friday show?
I really was interested, and I didn't get the chance because I'm overly busy person. But was that the show where you guys did the cash payouts for the base box?
We did. But before we get to, we don't have base boxing, in case you didn't know.
No, I'm sorry. It's
we had death match.
And I was going to ask, was that sealed up vehicles, or were you allowed to open doors? Okay, because I want to join that, because if people remember, I tended to try to dominate that when I was doing it. And I want to sometime jump back in there and hang out. And back when I was doing it, they never did the cash payout like that.
So,
that's wild.
I know, but before we get to that, I told this guy, Steve Beldo, so first-time competitor. I will tell you, these podcasts are working, guys. Share them with people. Let people know about it. I'm averaging about 6 to 8 new competitors every show, and at least half of them are saying, hey, I saw your show, and that's the reason I'm trying to compete. So that, and invite somebody. I have yet one time to have somebody come to one of our competitions. It doesn't matter. IASCA, USAC, DB Drag, whatever. And they every single time, well, that's not what I thought it was going to be. That's not what I expected. And dude, that was cool. And it always ends up. I have not had a single person that showed up, older, younger, it doesn't matter, that would go, man, yeah, I won't be attending one of those again. This isn't cool.
Right.
Yeah, I never heard that.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't. So with that being said, so this guy, brand new guy, Steve Beldo, he does a 143 in no walls. And dude, our numbers in no walls down there, people were sandbagging, having fun, right? They actually came there to go stomp a mud hole in Lucky. So no walls was cracking,
it's a
right?
tough time doing that now.
So Jesse James shows up. He's doing 151s. Team down to pound Edgar, 152s. Now, I don't know if that's all those guys were doing. I'm just saying that's what they were doing qualifying, waiting for Lucky to show up. And then,
I was getting the messages, dude.
Yeah.
I thought you were coming, man.
And then Nate Bass, a new competitor. He's actually part of a Team FDZ. Dude, they came with like 6 guys to this show. That was awesome. So
Nate,
I
think he's been to one of or a few of my shows, maybe.
I think this is like the Mecca. Second or third.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's doing 152 also, right?
Yeah.
Then you got WCI Ricky comes in with a 152 with that van, right?
With the van.
Okay.
With the van.
Yeah, with the van. So anyway, so Jesse James, Steve Beldo gets stuck up against Jesse James for bracketing. And he says, dude, I'm good. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want people to laugh at me when I go up there. And I'm only doing 143.
Never.
That only happens when you actually are competitive. I mean, when the top guys get at it, that's when that will happen because, then there's stakes to be had. But if it's a new competitor, there's never shame in that because I think as a community, everyone realizes like, no, we need to make you interested in this and we'll help you get there and we'll teach you and you're going to get to that point where you really start to love it. You make the friends here and everything.
So you make a good point on that because there's a lot of times that we do, and I just was doing it again right now. I'm like, yeah, nobody's gonna laugh at you, nobody's gonna this and that. You clarified that perfectly because we do laugh at each other, but we're on a different level of like, we've done been friends, we've done been competing a long time, but if you're a new guy, you're not gonna get laughed at, you're not gonna get clowned on. We've all been there, but yeah, once you get
there's one way though. There's one way. If you come in talking like you're some big stuff, I've seen it on Facebook groups, and then you're going to already out yourself. So don't act like that. You always be humble because there's a lot of knowledge at these shows. And if you're a newcomer, just be aware, like we're willing to help you and teach you. That's my job as a judge and hopefully the job of the competitors that will step up, but be humble about it. And I think anybody at any skill level should be always humble about it. And that's the number one rule.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just wanted to go. So he, like I said, he said that. Now, he didn't understand. So Team HRA's in that class. Equipment failure. Jesse James in that class. Equipment failure. He could have walked his way right into the finals.
Yep.
Yes.
Now, at the finals, was that in Sacramento that Ricky forgot to plug in his amps?
In Sacramento? Are you talking to me?
I feel like I remember this.
No. Was that at the Sacramento show? Ricky, Ricky's here.
Ricky did a what did he do? 162.8 or something
Rick,
like that.
Is that was it in Fresno or was it in Sacramento that your kid forgot to plug in his amps for his first run? So, you know what? I'm almost positive it was in Fresno because I think he was going up against Nate Bass, and Nate beat him with like a 151. So, okay. So, Brian says it wasn't in Sac. So, he was going against Nate Bass, and he did a 150, and Nate Bass did a 151. Ricky did a 119, right? Turn on. He forgot to plug in his amps.
I've been there.
And Nate, he goes, dude, I forgot to plug in my amps. And so he talked to Nate, and Nate's all, dude, I ain't no punk. I ain't going to win like that.
Right.
let him hook up his amps,
Right.
and then he stomped him. 155 to 151.
Yep.
So, yeah. So Nate totally let him rerun. That was the Fresno show. That's what Ricky's saying. Yeah. So yeah, Nate let him rerun, and he was appreciative, and Ricky's a great kid too. I mean, he's not an asshole.
Nope.
He's humble. He's out
Yeah.
there. He's willing to help people. He'll push on cars. He'll give you advice. He's been doing it for a long time. So that was cool. But anyway, I believe it was Steve. I told him, I says, hey, I'm going to talk about you at the show, on the show this week. And the big deal is, hey, you never know, equipment failure, and you can advance.
Well, you remember the joke that we had, right? I was joking with Doug at the first death match, and I don't think I could hang with those guys doing 5 straight minutes at 150.
Yeah.
And as a joke, and this is why everybody was like, "What happened, Lucky? I thought you were gonna do it." I was joking. I'm like, "I'm gonna fucking do that shit," and everybody's like, or Doug like, "Yeah, good, right on." And I'm like, "Hey, who fucking knows? His shit might pop. He might fry an amp. He might not have his amp turned on. I might win. But."
The last time I did it, I had to go up against Jose Ramos with the 618s. I think that's what he had in there at the time, and I had only the 612s, and I actually had lost one, so I was down to 5 subs playing, and it was a 5-minute death match, and we both were like 156s, 157s for 5 minutes, and one of my 5th subs started sparking. It was throwing sparks. It's on video. It's amazing, and somehow I pulled it off, and it was like it was no way I could keep up with that thing now, because he's got so much more put into it. But it was like proof in the pudding that anything can go down. Even if you had some failures or the other guy, it could go either way, no matter how big or how small the builds are. And that's just proof right there. Even the big guys have the same issues, and anybody could come get them if something happens. And I've seen it a lot.
Right.
All right. So, hey, I only have 9 minutes left, because at 1 hour and 30 minutes, the podcast, it won't accept the podcast that long.
Right.
So I have to limit it to 1 hour and 30 minutes.
So real quick, so how are they going to do the?
Hold on.
What time frame do they have?
So first, let's do this real quick. At that, I want to congratulate Ray Maestas, $750 for doing a 149.8 for 5 minutes. At Jay's Alarms. And thanks to Jay, dude, awesome that he was willing to put up some of his own money to put this on. I can't even tell you how much. So we got 14 votes for Saturday night and 3 for Sunday.
That's pretty decisive.
Good.
That's what we got so far.
Thanks, guys, because I'm on the same page.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right.
So, with that said, that's where we're at. Anyway.
Until what time? What time are you going to stop the vote?
I don't know.
Over.
You tell me. It's over.
Well, because because here's the thing. Celise has to make the flyer and throw that up on the page.
No,
Celise
ain't making no flyer.
What?
Celise is not around at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Celise ain't making a flyer.
Okay,
right?
so
I'm not gonna bother her to make a flyer.
I'll throw together a flyer. So that's even worse now. I have to do it myself.
Oh, now you got to do something.
Yeah, I have a job that I work every day.
I have 3 jobs. I have 3 job now.
Yeah, I got 3 job, man. Okay, so look. So I need a time, because we got to post this. People got to know. So that's all I'm saying. So
6 p.m. Is when Nyman's done.
Night. Yes.
And when can we set up tents on his schedule? Is it
usually
safe to
set it
up
up at
before
5.
that?
I set up at 5.
Okay, then let's call it 6 p.m. because I can set up within the hour and be ready to go.
Okay. So yeah.
So
6 p.m.
so what are we doing? Are we gonna just roll with the night show then at this point, or are we gonna get
already done?
Yep.
Okay, well that's what I was getting at. Okay, so we're done now. So it's 6 o'clock.
We're done.
Okay.
Yep.
6 o'clock Saturday night. We're gonna set up, and then during the week we're gonna figure out the trophies. We're gonna make these happen. So I suggest everyone, Lucky and I guess, and Doug, do your inventory, figure out what you need, and then that way Doug can get us parts.
Yep. There we go. Okay. So, Ray, I don't have your calendar up here. Do you have some upcoming events that you can share with us?
I hear we're doing September 11th.
I hear this.
Yeah, we'll have Plan B. we have plan B coming up this Saturday now, so that's established. I'll get that posted up, and then what's going to happen is on 9/11 we have a show at Ray Aragon's shop. We're doing it with Mecca. It's going to be a dual 2X, or actually a triple 2X. We have Chemo doing DB drag as well.
That's correct.
So that's going to be a big one for me. I was supposed to judge surf, so that's why my calendar is a little bit sparse. And then I'm going to try to do something between probably between the Fresno show and CES or SEMA, I mean.
Okay.
And I'm judging SEMA. That'll be down in Vegas in November. And then after that, probably Toys for Tots at Ray's shop again. He'll do that. He does that every year.
Okay.
So.
All right, that's what we got going on so far. So I'm going to pull up the calendar right here. Currently, we have on the 21st, we have Grapevine, Texas, which is Jeffrey again at the Crossfire facility. Alabama, Dothan, Alabama, that's a 2X. We got Ukraine, Russia, Czech Republic, and Russia again. I guess Russia's getting busy right now, and Ukraine as far as DB drag shows. And then on the 22nd, well, that's 21st, also we'll have Plan B. 22nd, we got Ukraine, we got Oklahoma, which is, once again, that's Jeffrey doing a 3X in Oklahoma. Following weekend, the 28th, we got Grapevine, Texas. We have Russia. We have Alberta, Canada. There's Ray Choi getting busy with doing his shows.
Ray Choi.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Sparks, Nevada. That's Saturday night, the 28th. I'll be bowling Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Just trying to make some money. Madrid, Spain, 3X. I think I'm going to try and get a hold of the Spain judge and get him on here. That'd be kind of cool to talk to him, see what they got going on there. Then in September, currently, we only have Tennessee, 3X, Tipton, Minnesota. That's a 2X. That's that Memorial, or was that September's Labor Day weekend? Then we got Fresno, 2X. That is the September 11th. That one's gonna.
That's the September 11th. Yep.
Yep. That one's on there already.
And then what's not on there is Mecca California State Finals. I believe it's the 26th or 25th. I have to double check that.
Okay.
But I'll be down there as well in Fresno.
Okay, and then so we are planning the Stockton Beatdown 3 on the 19th, and that will be a 3X show. But yeah, you can see the calendar right here. You can see all the shows coming up. All right, so we're down to about 4 minutes left. Let's go final thoughts for everybody. Ray, anything to add as final thoughts?
Hope to see everyone this weekend. We're going to rush to get it put together. I appreciate all the support I've had, and hopefully I can continue growing ASCA and work with everyone and, really bring some good events for everybody. So I appreciate it.
Yep. Lucky, final thoughts.
Pretty much the same thing. Hope you guys come out. We're doing this for you guys. So everybody get their points, have a good time, hook up and do our thing like always. Make sure when you guys come out, pick up your trash, keep the place clean, and be cool. So let's have a lot of fun. Plan B coming up, 3X show. Make it.
All right.
Yep.
Lots of watts. Go to his website, buy his crap. That way he can buy more.
Yeah.
Buy a lot of shit.
That way he can buy more from me. So.
Yeah, right. So anyway, at the show I will have the lots of watts. I got the hats. They're embroidered. I think they're the trucker style hats, Doug.
I don't know which one it is. They didn't show up to the shop as I thought they did, but they are supposed to be there. So we're hoping to have them by this weekend for sure to you.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting. They're kind of in limbo with all this, COVID pipeline crap.
Okay, so we got shirts. I'll have some decals, keychains, lanyards. Yeah.
Sure.
Red shirts, blue ones, black
shirts
ones
too.
Yeah,
I have shirts too that I still need to get sold. So I might even if loudest of the day or something, we could put together a care package or something fun.
Hey, I'm down with that. I'll shoot some shit out too. So for sure.
Okay.
Yep, definitely.
And for me, my final thought on today is I love seeing the multiple organizations coming together doing stuff. I think it's great for our community. I think it's great for everybody involved. If you haven't tried one of these things, go out and try something new. If you've only done DB drag, try Iasca. If you've only done Iasca, try DB drag. These are great opportunities for you to try something different. We each, being Iasca or DB drag, we each have something that'll fit everybody. I can do cars as low as 119.9 dB. Okay, so up to whatever. I believe right now we have a car doing 186.6 on our meters. So,
Dante.
yeah.
Yep.
So, we have something for everybody. And like I said, realistically, I'm stuck to about another 30 seconds. So, hey guys, be kind to one another. Come check out the show, Plan B, this Saturday, 6 p.m. at Nyman Shop. And we are out.